What happens when someone is brave enough to go their own way and not follow what everyone else does? Have you ever thought about what other people think when they meet someone who doesn't follow the rules and makes their own way? Today, we're going to talk about the 8 most honest ways that people think about Sigma females. We're going to talk about what makes Sigma women special and why they leave such a lasting effect. Let's go. Number 8. Cold-hearted. Sigma females are often seen as heartless, but that's because they value practicality and honesty more than telling lies. They won't tell you what you want to hear just to make you feel better. They will tell you if your outfit looks bad, but not because they want to hurt anyone. They just want to keep things honest. How thick your skin is will determine whether you find this honesty pleasant or harsh. Because she doesn't show her feelings, some people might think she is emotionally detached. She doesn't get excited about small things or get caught up in drama. She instead thinks about and deals with her feelings inside, and then shows them in her own unique way, usually through actions instead of words. Even if she doesn't say it all the time, she'll show you she cares by being there for you when it matters. People might think that this practicality shows a lack of understanding. She really does feel a lot, but she chooses to work on answers instead of letting her feelings get in the way of her goals. She's the kind of friend who will not only understand your problems, but also help you figure out how to solve them. Some people might think this is cold, but it's really her way of showing she cares. Her cold attitude is often a way for her to protect herself. She keeps her feelings in check to keep herself safe and make sure she can think clearly when things get tough. She controls the temperature in a room like a thermostat, making sure nothing gets too hot. In the long run, she's much more important than being the nicest person at first glance because she's trustworthy and real. Number 7. Not ready to make a pledge. People often think that Sigma women are afraid of commitment, but it's not that easy. Freedom and independence are the most important things to them. When she signs something, she always reads the small print to make sure there aren't any secret terms that could catch her off guard. When it comes to partnerships, this means being careful. She's not going to jump into anything without first making sure it fits with her values and goals. From the outside, it might look like she's afraid of getting attached, or just doesn't want to settle down. In truth, she wants to find a deep connection that doesn't make her less of herself. People like her don't buy the first car they try to drive, because they want to make sure it's the right one. This makes her seem picky, but she really does know what she wants and won't settle for anything less. Her friends may tease her that her ideal partner is a unicorn, which means they're magical and impossible to find. But she doesn't mind. She'd rather wait for the right person than be with someone who doesn't accept her need to be alone. She's not afraid of making a promise. She's afraid of making a promise to the wrong person and losing herself in the process. People might mistake this method for fear of commitment, but it's really about self-respect and knowing yourself. She knows what she's worth and isn't afraid to leave things that don't serve her. People who want a quick and easy relationship might find this scary, but it shows how strong and sure of herself she is. She may seem hard to catch, but it's not because she's afraid. It's because she knows what she needs and deserves. Number 6. Put everything together. Sigma women often look flawless, giving off an air of confidence and independence. The ones who can easily pull off the "I woke up like this" look, while the rest of yous are having a hard time finding socks that match. They seem to have it all together, whether it's their job, their personal life, or even their clothes. Every day it's like they have an imaginary list that they easily cross off. Others might be scared off by this polished surface. Some people might think she has a life guide that only she has, and not the rest of us. She doesn't waste time on things that don't matter to her, because she knows what she wants. She's the one who can handle many jobs at work, keep her house clean, and still find time to go to the gym and look like she just came out of a magazine. Her perfect exterior can make her seem hard to get close to, not because she wants to be, but she always makes things look so easy. People might think she doesn't want to make relationships or doesn't need help because of this, which is completely false. She just likes things to run smoothly and doesn't let chaos take over her life. Even though she seems perfect on the outside, she's a real person with her own problems and worries. People often don't notice how hard it is for her because she is so calm and controlled. They just wonder how she does it all. It's not magic. It's a mix of being determined, setting priorities, and wanting to be great. Don't forget that she's a person, even if it seems like she has everything under control. Her room is just more organized. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the bell. Don't miss any of our videos about the Sigma female and how you can master your life. Number 5. They are manipulative. A lot of people think that Sigma females are cunning because they can read people so well. They have a way of seeing through people's lies that's like they're built in. With this skill, she can make people think she's always one step ahead, which can help her control what happens. But really, she's just very smart and thoughtful about how she interacts with people. Imagine that you are at work, and there is a new job that needs to be done. She's quietly watching from the back, while everyone else in the meeting room talks about their thoughts out loud. Who is for, who is against, and who isn't sure is being written down. Then, while having a casual conversation at the break room or coffee machine, she slowly places herself with the people who make the important decisions. When everyone else figures out what's going on, she's already secured the project while making it look like taking on the project was their great idea the whole time. When the meeting starts up again, she has already set herself up as the obvious head for the job. Some people might think she managed the situation, but she really was just very good at playing her cards. Her ability to change results often comes from having a deep understanding of how people act. She knows how to use her power and when to stop. It's not about lying. It's about being able to get things done quickly. This skill can be both amazing and scary, especially for people who like to keep things simple. But here's the catch. She doesn't usually do it for herself. She only looks at the bigger picture and knows how to move the chess pieces to get the best result. Everyone else seems to be stuck on squares while she plays chess. She's not interested in power plays. She wants things to get done. So even though what she does might seem like she's trying to get something, she's really just trying to make a difference. It's not that she wants to control people. She's just very good at figuring out what makes people tick and using that knowledge to get through life. Please do not challenge her to a poker game, as you will most likely lose your shirt. Number 4. Being creative. Sigma women are very creative, and they often use their unique points of view to make art or come up with new ideas. Most people don't even know that they see the world through a certain view. Some people might see a blank canvas, but she sees a work of art just ready to happen. Her creation isn't just a hobby, it's how she lives her life. She paints, writes, and even codes a new app. She is very artistic, though, which can make her seem a little strange. During a meeting, she might be the one with doodles all over her notebook. It's not because she's not paying attention, but because that's how she thinks about things. She knows where everything is on her desk, even though it looks like a storm hit it. That's a sign of a creative mind at work. Some people find her unusual way of solving problems confusing or even downright weird. Her imagination can make her seem like she doesn't know what's going on around her. As other people talk about the latest episode of a popular TV show, she is deep in thought about her next big project or how to solve a tough problem at work in a way that no one would expect. Since she is so different, talking to her can feel like talking to someone from another world, but in the best way possible. She sees everything from a different angle, which can be both helpful and perplexing for people who don't think like she does. Her creativity is really her strength, but it makes her stand out in ways that people who are more normal might find strange. Even though people don't always get her, her willingness to try new things is what makes her truly unique. Number 3. Not friendly. Sigma women often seem unfriendly, but it's not because they don't like other people. It's because they value their privacy and freedom. Imagine that she's at a party and everyone else is talking and mingling. She's either deep in thought, watching from the corner, or not there at all because she chose to spend her evening doing something much more enjoyable, like binge-watching a documentary series or finishing a good book. She doesn't dislike being around other people, but she avoids small talk and instead looks forward to deep chats. People might think she is cold or even snobbish because of this choice. She might say maybe to every offer, not to be tough, but because she really wants to know if the event is worth her time and effort. A lot of the time, social events feel more like a chore than an exciting chance. The truth is that she values her privacy and time alone more than most people, which can seem rude to people who don't understand her need for silence. She's not ignoring people, she's just making sure it's worth her time when she does talk to them. Some people might think she's cold, but she's really just very picky about the people she spends time with. Number 2. Being scary. The women in Sigma can be really scary. It's not that they try to scare people, but their big presence and failure to follow the rules can make other people feel like they're in the shadow of a huge thing. When she goes into a room, she has a quiet confidence that says she doesn't need anyone's approval. For people who need approval all the time, that can be scary. It seems like she's always 5 steps ahead because she can think for herself and question the status quo. She raises an eyebrow and asks the tough questions, while everyone else just nods along. There may be times when meetings feel like a test that no one studied for, making it hard for others to keep up. But she doesn't want to play the normal social games or follow the unspoken rules about how women should act. That person doesn't fit in can be off-putting, especially in places where that's expected. People might think she's cocky because she's sure of herself, but she's just being herself and doesn't see the point in acting like she's not. It can be scary just to be around her. Some people talk a lot, but she's fine with silence because she uses it to listen and understand before she speaks. It's clear and insightful when she does talk because she has a reason for doing so. This gives her words more weight, and people often feel like they were hit with a truth bomb. Her intimidating attitude comes from the fact that she is honest and won't settle for anything less than what she believes in. She doesn't mean to be scary, she's just not afraid to be herself when she has to stand alone. Number 1. Not linked. It seems like Sigma women are often detached, like they're talking on a different frequency than everyone else. Because of the way they interact with the world, they may seem aloof. It's not that they're not friendly. Let's say she randomly joins a group chat where everyone is talking about jokes and small talk and asks a deep philosophical question. Actually, she doesn't mind jokes that are just for fun. She likes deeper talks better. Let's look at a normal office setting during lunch. She might be reading a book or coming up with her next big idea while everyone else is talking about the newest TV shows. It's not that she thinks she's better than the other person. She just finds her own thinking more interesting than the newest reality show. People who work with her might think she is distant or uninterested, but she's just pickier about where she spends her social energy. She often thinks about herself, which can make her seem like she's in her own world. She's the type of person who might forget to answer an email because she was too busy with a story or project. It's not personal. She's just really interested in what she's doing. When she does pay attention to them, even if it's only sometimes, her friends know it's real and true. Her apparent lack of interest is actually a way for her to protect herself. She knows that too much socializing can wear her down, so she carefully controls how much she interacts with other people. If she does talk, she gives her whole self, which makes those times really valuable. She may seem disconnected, but it's just how she stays balanced and true to herself in a world where everyone else seems to be linked all the time. It's clear that Sigma females are a fascinating and complicated force. They get through life by being independent, mysterious, and smart. People don't always understand their unique way of doing things, but they earn respect and love by going against the grain and staying true to themselves. They ask us to rethink how we see things and to enjoy the beauty of being unique. To really understand Sigma females, you have to see how complex they are and how they affect the people around them. If you made it to the end of the video, comment with, "I believe in myself," so we know what a strong woman you are. And if you enjoyed this video, click here to discover the secrets of how Sigma women destroy evil people. See you there in a second.